Hi everybody. So a couple of days ago, well, not really a couple of days, more like a week or two ago, I posted a look on Instagram and with eyeshadow and stuff like that. And I was asked to kind of recreate that look. So today I'm going to kind of show you the technique I did. I'm going to use eyeshadows similar to the ones I did in that picture, but this is kind of my regular makeup application plus some eyeshadow technique and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I am going to first start with applying concealer to my eyes because I'm going to do the eyeshadow first in case there's a lot of fallout so I can kind of clean it up. So I am going to apply the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer in Fair 20N. In this video, you will see that I absolutely love ColourPop. It's pretty much my favorite brand because it's very good quality and it is very cheap, like very, very cheap. And so I'm just gonna rub that in with my finger. Now, before I applied anything, I applied my moisturizer and also sunscreen, because sunscreen is very important not only to protect your skin from the sun, but sun cancer, but it's also very damaging to it's damaging, the sun's always damaging, but it will also make you age a lot faster with dark spots and such. So I just applied that, and now I am going to go into my ColourPop palette, Orange You Glad, and yes, I'm sitting on my toilet. I have the seat down, so it's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the ColourPop Orange You Glad palette, and I think when I did that look, I did kind of a darker eyeshadow on the inner and outer corners, and then a kind of shimmery shadow in the center, so I made kind of a halo eye effect. And today I am going to do the same thing. I think I have a very wide selection here. Oh, a very wide selection. Got a nice mirror on mirror action there. Let's see here. I think I might use Sunkissed and then use Tangerine Dreams. So Sunkissed kind of in the eye area, and then Tangerine Dreams here. I can't do this. My mirror is messing me up, but oh well, you know? Oh well, gotta work with what you got here. I don't have a professional setup by any means. So I'm just gonna dip into Sunkissed with a fluffy brush. I like using a fluffy brush because it really helps get the color kind of all over the place, which is what I like. I like kind of a solid wash where I don't have to blend in several different colors. And this one is from Real Techniques. It is the Deluxe Crease Brush. So I like using that. And I'm gonna use the mirror in my palette to do this as well. So I'm just gonna start on the outer corner and kind of drag up in the crease and work it into the inner corner as well. You don't really necessarily need to get a lot on the lid, like the center of the lid, since we're gonna go in with a shimmer and put a shimmer in the center. But I just do this for as long as I get the color payoff that I really want. And this eye is always very difficult because I have a lot of dry patches. I don't know if they're psoriasis, I don't know if they're eczema, but I have a lot. And they are mainly like in the crease of my eye and on my brow bone. And I am even getting some right here as well on the base of my neck. I know it looks bad. It looks like I've got like a hickey or something, but I don't. It's eczema or something like that. And I put lotion on it, I put moisturizer on it. I've even tried like some different topical creams, but you know, not a lot of things help. So I just kind of have to live with it. But anyway, this is becoming kind of good, and you don't want to get it like all the way up on your brow bone because we're gonna put another color to kind of highlight our brow bone here in a little bit. And let me just see here. And yeah, I usually don't go like one eye at a time, but I'm just blending this out for now, and we'll go back later. So now I'll go to the other eye. And when I get done with this eye, we'll do the shimmer. And I will show you kind of like a little technique that I learned. I learned all this stuff from watching beauty gurus on YouTube. My favorite one is Kathleen Lights. I absolutely love her. She is amazing, and she also has some collaborations with ColourPop as well. That's another reason why I love the brand. But she's just so funny. Like, she's super down to earth. She's not very, like, editorial in her videos. She's just kind of old-fashioned, and I really, really like that. Like, she sits down, she talks to you, she does all that. She's not, like, got a professional background or anything like that. But I love her. Literally love her. So I learned a lot of techniques from her. I've learned a lot of things from a lot of beauty YouTubers. I like watching their reviews on things and like different makeup ideas and applications. I wish I could become a beauty YouTuber, but I don't necessarily think I have the personality for it, and I definitely don't have the technology for it. Well, and I could have the technology, like I could get the camera, I could get the lights, I could get all that. I just don't have the money for it either. So that's not gonna work out. So right now, I have kind of went in a little heavy-handed on this side. Not gonna lie, my color is like way up there, and it's gotten a little crazy. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. And you see how I'm just dragging it? Like, I'll put it down and then I'll drag it and then I'll kind of move it around. That's kind of what you want. You don't want to just drag it all over the lid. You want to make sure it's pretty much even on either side of your lid. So I am going to not put any more color on that eye, and we will go in now I'm gonna go in and kind of clean up this on the brow bone and stuff. I'm going to use the lightest shade in the palette, Zested, and kind of just clean that up if I can. If I can. I don't know if I can. It's okay if I can't. I mean, it's makeup. It doesn't really matter. It is artistic expression. You can bring this eyeshadow up to your hairline if you wanted to. It's your decision. But this is kind of like what I'm doing. I just like to make things kind of clean. As much as possible. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, okay, so what I'm going to do now is put Tangerine Dream in the center of my lid. And I'm just going to use my finger to apply this because with shimmer, shadows, and things like that, I really like applying them with a finger. I feel like a finger gives you the best payoff over a brush for shimmer shadows and stuff like that. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to start placing it in the center of my lid. Just really tapping it down and sort of dragging it, making sure it sticks on there. And another thing that I learned that I also really like is taking it up past the crease to the brow bone and dragging it down. I forget what this effect does. I just think it looks really cool, actually. So that's what I do. See? And then I will go back in and apply a little bit more of Sunkissed to kind of blend in that shade we just put on the middle of our eye. And I'll just go back and apply a little more. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. So now we are going, sorry, just kind of rubbing stuff off on my towel. Now we're going to go into our foundation and stuff like that. But first I forgot to wet a sponge, so I need to go do that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just went ahead and applied my foundation and concealer off camera. It would probably take too long, and I needed to really see up close in order to not mess up the rest of my face. So I just want to show you real quick what I used. I used the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light 5N. It's very sheer coverage is what I would say. And I applied it with a wet beauty blender. I like it pretty good. It's it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's my favorite foundation ever, but for a sheer coverage, it is kind of blendable. It doesn't really dry you out. It's hyaluronic acid in it, so it is supposed to keep your skin looking moisturized, and I like that part about it. So that's good. But I am going to apply like my face powder and my bronzer and highlight and blush and all that jazz on camera, so I can show you guys what I kind of use. For bronzer, in that picture that I took, I used the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I absolutely love because it's a good color and it has easy payoff. You can't really go wrong with it. But today, I kind of thought I wanted to do something a little different. This might go absolutely horribly wrong, but I have a ColourPop No Filter Stick Foundation here in the color Deep Dark 190C, and I kind of use this on my cheeks and forehead and stuff to bronze, contour, that kind of stuff. I don't do it a lot. I'm not really good with cream products, but I thought today I might just try it out. I'm not gonna put a lot though. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit up here. Oh gosh, this might be real bad. But I'm going to use a wet sponge for this to see how this works out here. And really get that in there. Now, one beauty YouTuber that I watched, see, that kind of already lifted up my makeup. They applied their cream bronzer and things under their foundation and stuff, which is kind of a good idea. I don't know. This sponge might not be the best applicator for this. It's pretty hard. Pretty hard indeed. Oh well. It doesn't look too bad, I don't suppose. Anyway, as I was saying, they would apply their cream products underneath their foundation because their foundation would be super sheer and it would still show through, and it wouldn't really matter if you messed up on it. Today, I didn't want to do that because I'd look absolutely insane. So I did it the other way, which is fine. It doesn't look horrible now. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So that is what I use for bronzer, sometimes, not a lot. And now I am going to apply my blush, and I'm gonna use the ColourPop blush in My Sun and Stars. It's a very peachy color with some gold shimmer in it. I really like it. I like peach blushes and things. So then I'm using a fluffier brush to kind of do this because I like having it kind of all over my face, which is what a fluffy brush does. It literally puts it all over your face. And I'll rub it a little on my nose because that's kind of like a trend going on, putting blush on your nose and stuff. Okay, so I think that's good enough, maybe. Oh gosh, I have a big ol' hair. This brush is not the best because it sheds horribly. Horribly, horribly. But anyway, so that is my blush. And now for highlight. Well, actually before I do highlight, I think I'm gonna set my under eyes. So I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I have several different setting powders. I just kind of like this one because it's a little brighter. And my under eyes need all the brightness they can get. So that's what we're gonna do. Brighten up these under eyes. And I used to like set my entire face, and sometimes I still sort of do that, but I've been really kind of going for the whole super glowy skin look, and I don't really have that super glowy skin whenever my whole face is set. So I will just kind of rub a little on my T-zone because that's what gets oily or rubbed off the most. And my chin, because my chin likes to get rubbed off as well. So that is me setting my face. And then now for highlight, I'm going to use ColourPop again. Literally, this is pretty much all ColourPop. The only thing that wasn't ColourPop was my setting powder. Yep. Oh, and my eyebrows, which I haven't even done yet, and my eyelashes. They're not ColourPop either. But anyway, this is the Super Shock highlight in On the Cusp. It is another Kathleen Lights collaboration. So I just kind of dust this on the top points here. Right on the top of the cheeks. And I'll put a little on the tip of the nose. And I'll even put a little on the brow bone here and kind of connect it to the cheekbone. Put a little on the Cupid's bow, maybe just a little on the chin, and that is it for the highlight. And it looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. And so let me grab my eyebrows and eyelash products, and I'll be back. Okay, so while I was gone, I also just applied my under eye color as well. I just mimicked what I did on the top lid to the bottom lid. I put Sunkissed on there, and then Tangerine Dreams on there as well. And then I added Squeeze Me, this little color here, to the inner corner. NARS just for an extra little shine. So I am going to do my eyebrows now. I just take a regular spoolie, brush up my eyebrow hairs. I don't really have, I have pretty thick eyebrows, so I don't really have to fill them in. Even if I did have to fill them in, I probably wouldn't because I'm just super lazy. So I just kind of brush them up, kind of get some of the excess foundation and stuff out. And then I'll go in with like a brow gel type thing. This one's from e.l.f. It's the Wow Brow Gel. Pretty inexpensive and pretty good. It's almost out though, and I'll just go through my brow hairs and brush them up. I should probably actually look at what I'm doing with this because I don't want to get because it's in brown. It's in deep brown. They have like clear gels and stuff out there, which I think would be nice, but I just do this. Sometimes I'll go in and use like a powder to kind of darken my brows a little bit and then do a brow gel, but you know, that's just another step and I'm just too lazy for that. So those are my brows, not much difference. And then for my eyelashes, just gonna curl them. And I'm going to go in with the NARS Climax Mascara in black. I have a brown mascara, but it's like so dark brown, it's almost black. So I don't really wear it all that often. But I just go through and I kind of brush up. I blink and brush up and I wiggle at the base. See, this eyelash is the lash that likes to clump together, which isn't bad, but this eyelash, the lashes don't clump together. Like, no matter what I do. Okay, so those are my eyelashes. I don't wear falsies. I've never worn falsies. I don't think I would even know how to wear false eyelashes. So I just do mascara, and I don't do like a whole big lot of mascara, like 2 or 3 coats or anything like that, because it'd be a pain to take off at night. So I just do what I do. Make them look as best as I possibly can. Which I don't really have a lot to work with. But anywho, so that is done. And those are my eyes, my face. Now I just need to do like my lips, and then I'll be done. what I usually do for my lips though, I just do like a lip gloss or something like that. I don't really do like the whole lipstick thing. On the last video though, I did do a lip liner, or not on the last video, on the picture, I did do a lip liner and a gloss. But today I'm just gonna do like a gloss. I'm not really gonna show that. This video is long enough, you get the gist. But thank you for watching, if you did watch all of it to the end, and thank you for requesting. If you want to see more looks, just ask. I don't really do like a lot of fancy stuff. I barely do wings eyeliners. Like I said, I don't do falsies or anything like that. And my base situation rarely changes. But if you would like to see something else from me, I'd be more than happy to show you all. In the meantime, have a happy Saturday, and I'll see you guys later.